Hello, welcome to today's video. This is a supplemental video or an instructional video for part of the piano solo Lovely, mostly sung by Billie Eilish and Khalid. So we're not exactly going to be discussing instruction for the entire song, just for segments of it that my student is working on. And I think these might be appropriate for those who are not quite familiar with these rhythms. Let's go ahead and turn to page 2. On page 2, you will notice 4 systems down, which is where we start at measure number 35. We have a rhythm which sounds like this. Okay, so that's the rhythm there for that part. When Billie Eilish does sing, it's a very nice little melody. However, it is kind of difficult and tricky, so let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to take this apart and perform it perfectly. Okay, so first of all, I should have already written out the counts for measures 35 and 36, and I suppose we could talk about the rest of the measures there in that little segment. Let's talk about the counts as we clap. Ready? Starting at measure 35, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. That is the rhythm. Let's go ahead and place our right hand now in E minor position, which means finger number 2 will be on F sharp, and all the rest will be on E up to B. And we're starting on B there. You should have your fingerings already. Okay, here we go. What we're going to do is we're simply going to play from B all the way down to E. Let's say the note names. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. B, A, G, F, E, E. And I said F it is really F sharp, but I'm just saying F for the purpose of the syllable. Okay? Let's go ahead and do the counts now with this melody. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. Let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. Okay, very good. Let's try that now with the left hand on C, finger number 3. We're going to play it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. And the next measure, 36, has a slightly different rhythm. The notes are the same. It's still A, G, and F sharp, but it's just a little, like a little fragment with just a tiny bit of variation in the rhythm. I would say it's an augmentation of the rhythm. Okay, here's the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, and a 3, rest. Or, with just counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and a 3, 4. So what we're doing here, what you see, is a partial triplet. If we had the full triplet, it would be 1, triplet, 3, 4. But the first part of the triplet isn't there. It is a rest, so we have to acknowledge that. Triplet 3. So, just like that. Ready? Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, 4. Okay, so remember that is going to be a little bit longer sounding, a little more stretched or casual sounding than the more strict or military style sounding of these two 16th notes. Okay, so let's go ahead and place our right hand on E minor position again. We're just going to play those 3 notes. Remember, these are triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, 4. 1, triplet 3, 4. 1, triplet, 3, 4. It helps to say triplet when you practice it that way. Let's go ahead and put now both back to back, just the right hand. Let us listen to the difference, and we're going to do the counts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. Rest, triplet, 3, 4. Good. Now let's try it without counting out loud. Just count in your mind. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it repeats again. And then when we go on to that next measure, which is going to be 38, F, E, E, G, or the counts are 1 and 2, 3, rest. And then we repeat it again at measure 39. The triplets here go. Rest, 2 and 3, rest, 2 and 3, 4. Okay, let's go ahead and try the entire thing again. Just the right hand, and then we're going to bring in the left hand too. Ready. Let's do the counts. 1 from 35. Ready, go. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. Rest, triplet, 3, rest. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. Rest, triplet, 3, rest. 1, 2, and 3, rest. 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3, 4. And then, of course, you're going to do that with the accompaniment. Okay, so the left hand is pretty straightforward and simple. I'm not going to provide any kind of instruction because you should have already know how to play the left hand part. There is going to be a jump. When we start, just like we started out on the first page, so that's pretty obvious how we're going to be doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the left hand at 3 on C while we're starting with this new melody and this new rhythm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 and a 3 and 4. Rest, triplet, 3. Rest of the E. 1, 2 and a 3 and 4. F, F, E, E, G. Rest on the C. 1, 2 and a 3 and 4. Rest, triplet, 3, rest, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Now, I recommend at this point here, because there is going to be a big jump, that you do bring the pedal down on beat number 4, where you have the B down here in finger number 4, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Catch pedal there as soon as you play that G, so that when you let it go, it still sounds, and then you can legato pedal here when you do the accompaniment again. Okay, so that's an explanation for measures 35 until about measure 42. Okay, and that's the rhythm that's going to be repeated throughout this piece. When you encounter it again, you will know how to play it. I just wanted to explain that. You do receive that melody again at measure number 69 on page number 3. And let's see if we have any other sections here. Yes, on measure 85, it is going to be brought an octave down when Khalid sings it. Oh, that does require a little bit of an explanation. Measure 85, let's go to that on page number 4. This rhythm is a little bit different. This one does not include the triplet. So let's go ahead and talk about measure 85. Here we go. Let's see. So yes, it does begin at 69. That is the way that Billie Eilish sings it. But when Khalid sings it at measure 85, this is what the rhythm is going to sound like. Ready? Let's do the counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3 and 4. Tie, 2 and a 3, 4. 1, 2 and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and a 3 and 4. Tie, 2 and a 3, 4. tie, 2 and 3, 4, etc. Okay, so that's the rhythm. I'll go ahead and share that count with you if you need that count. Let's go ahead now and bring our right hand over to E minor position again, and we're going to try this count first with the note names. Here we go. 1, 2, starting on B on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. B, A, G, F, E, E, tie, 2, A, G, F. B, A, G, F, E, F, E, G. B, A, G, F, E, E, tie, 2, A, G, B, F. F, E, F, G, F, F, E, E. And then you have the finger change. G, F, E, D, D, E. Make sure you watch out for that. All right, let's go ahead and do it now with the counts, making sure this rhythm does sound correct. Here we go. Measure 85. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3 and 4. Tie, 2 and a 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and a 3 and 4. Tie, 2 and a 3, 4. Tie, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, and of course you guessed that we would be doing this with the left hand also. Make sure that you are comfortable with the right hand before we bring that left. Here we go. 1, start on C, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and a 3 and 4. Tie, 2 and a 3, 4. 1, 2 and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and a 3 and 4. Tie, 2 and a 3, 4. Tie, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you will be holding that C longer than you do with the right hand. You're going to let it go. You have rests for the remainder, and the C just stays playing right down there. Kind of strange, though, that you're going to have that C. It's not exactly ending on tonic. Okay, so this is my explanation about that different rhythm, that dotted half note with the 16th and the triplets. Once again, it is mentioned in 69 until about 76 or so, but that's pretty much the same that was already done in the past on page 2. So there's no need to explain or go over that part right there. I can allow you to do that on your own. There will be another video that gives an explanation about another section of page 4. Page 4, we're going to start on measure number 77 because the rhythms there are a little tricky. So we're going to have another video talking about just measures 77 until about 84. All right, so look forward to that video, but this is only for the rhythm, and we will see you in the next lesson. Bye.